Kansas State, Oklahoma. We watched Kansas State come out before. Oklahoma's coming out. Supposed to be a pretty good year for Oklahoma this year. What you guys think about this game? Oklahoma's laying 27.5 and the over-under at 60.5.
I don't want no part of that game.
Shoot. Throw it out of there. How about you, Connor?
Yeah, I don't love how K-State played against Arkansas State, but this one I want to look into a little bit. I just think it's a lot of points. We'll see. Are the Sooners really for real? Because all year last year, and even the last probably, 3 or 4 years, they can't cover at home. Oklahoma, they always got these massive spreads, and they just can't cover. They win the game, but you just take that other team plus 30, plus whatever. They just haven't been able to cover. So I lean K-State here. I'm going to dig deeper into it, but that's my first lean on this game. What about you, boss?
I look at it as Oklahoma, they're supposed to win the game. I agree, 27.5 is a bit up there, but they're supposed to be a team, they don't really play much defense, but they love offense. But the defense has been getting better over the years, so it just has – we got to take a look at them.
That's the point. You're right. That's the point. You're right, brother. Can Oklahoma stop? If they can make stops. Last year they tried it. Yeah, they couldn't make stops. If they can make stops, they could cover this 27.5 or 28. But yeah, if they're not, they won't cover this game, I think. So you're right. Sorry to interrupt you.
No. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Listen, last year what they tried to do is they tried it. They tried to get it early. And spots they looked really good early, and then they faded down the stretch, and then they came back towards the end of the season a little bit. But for the most part, not too impressive.
Hey, let me tell you, Connor, I like to have barbershop type conversations. So you could jump in and out.
Okay.
You could jump out your seat, whatever, We just talk. Cool. We just having some fun. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But moving forward, Florida and Ole Miss. Now, this is a game I kind of want to take a dive in, but I'm already set on the teams that I want to have action in this first week in college football in the SEC. This is not one of them. Florida, Ole Miss. Florida's favored by 14 points. The over/under comes in at 57. What you guys think about this?
I think it's a tricky spot for the Gators to get to that number. We know that Lane Kiffin has been in the SEC before. He's coached against some of these teams. He's the game's at home. It's a big number, to get out of the gate. I know a lot of people are on Florida. I would definitely tread lightly here. Definitely the Gators are the more talented team, but the thing about the Gators, they're a little they're deceptive on their run game. They went from I think they were getting like 2 yards, yards after the contact was like ridiculous. Down like they weren't getting a lot of yards after contact with the run, and they put Trask in more of a passing type offense. So they're running. I think they're going to have to rely more on the run this year versus the pass. And I think Kiffin is very good at scheming. And I know he's brought in somebody on the defensive side. I don't have the name right in front of me, but I know it's a pretty good coach that they got. Because last year they had the coach before Kiffin got there. He kept him. You talked about the Ole Miss defense last year. They were pretty good. Ole Miss's defense was pretty good. So I think Kiffin is going to kind of. I would take the hook with the 14 and lean on Mississippi in this game.
Wait. I think last year, though, that's a lot of memory for me to keep. But I think last year that Ole Miss defense had a bunch of seniors on it, and that's why I was on that Ole Miss defense because of the seniors. So those guys are gone. So he starts fresh going into his defense. So I don't know if I had to take a bet in that game. Anytime Kiffin is around, I lean towards the over.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What is the total on that one?
It's 57 right now. Well, this is just basic spreads. I don't know what the movement is, but 57 over here.
57. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not big on the big numbers first week out. Just that was the thing. I'm not big. Double digits, especially in the SEC. Double digits. That's a tough conference to be double digit favorites come week one. And there's some big ones. When you start talking about them, you'll see how many huge numbers are in the SEC this week.
Yeah, I'd go. I take Ole Miss in these points. I'd gobble them up right now before it drops. I think this could drop to 13, 12. Florida's got a real lot of hype here with Mullen. They got a great defense. Of course, they're quick, but Kiffin is pretty good as a dog coach. I'm not high on him, that big. I never have been, but I take these points here sooner rather than later. I think with the Rebels at home, it should be hyped up. They paid him a boatload of money. That'd be my look here in this game.
Well, the line shot up from like 11.5. Probably lightly traded number when it first opened, and everybody made their adjustments. But you're probably right. You're probably going to see a little pushback at 14 there, I would think.
I think so too.
No,
I lean a little over, as you guys spoke. But it's first week. This is why they didn't play Citadel or Austin P. They're going straight into. So, I would take the points as they're not at home. I know it's a little different college without the fans, so we got to keep that in mind, and we got to keep in mind the COVID because I think Florida had 4 kids test positive. I don't know. You got to keep. That's why it's so hard. We're kind of doing this Wednesday, but it's so hard to. You got to stay on top all week right up to game time because they got to take multiple tests.
Yeah,
so they take So
Tuesday test, Wednesday test, Friday test. You really don't know nothing until Friday. I believe that's why they're not having games on Friday, because Friday's a big testing day. So we haven't seen very many games on Friday. So they got the testing thing going.